stranger approaches, and he gets to about 10 feet in front of the door. You hear him stop his tune after completing the melody. Do 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 do, and then he clears his throat, and he puts his hand over. He cups his hands to his mouth and calls out, "Good evening, gentlemen. I'm looking for the Unlucky Company. I assume you're in there, correct?"
Flint nods.
He can't see you. He's outside the door.
Flint nods.
Yeah, we're here.
Oh, excellent. Could you please bring me Jergal?
I look around the room. Where is your goal?
Pass the fuck out, lying down.
Just like on the bed. Is he hidden?
Yeah, it's just on one of the cots.
I don't know if we want to go ahead and do that just yet. We barely even know you.
Oh, my apologies. My name is Colonel Sartoris of the Death's Hand, and that wasn't a request. It was an order. My apologies if I framed it otherwise. But that is an order, so if you would be so kind as to bring him out.
Why do you need your goal?
That is a matter of Republic security, and not a matter I'm going to discuss with you. Hand him over, please, or I will, I'll get him.
I mean, you can understand. I'm a businessman. If Jergal goes and is unaccounted for, then I have to pay to the hub.
Oh, I assure you.
Liability for me.
I assure you, you can take any liabilities with lodging formal complaints with miser and his cronies, yada yada yada. It doesn't really matter. So, are you going to bring him out, or are me and my gentleman going to have to go in there and drag him out?
Well, there's a third option. You could tell me what you need with him, and we can do this amicably.
Man, between you and the dwarf, I don't know what is with you people. You seem to not really grasp this situation that I could have you all killed in a couple seconds. And it's only because you are very, quite frankly, amusing that I'm even entertaining this conversation right now, but I am a bit on a time schedule, as if to point of fact, he looks at his wrist, where if Flint, I'm assuming he's like peeking through the windows at this point, you can clearly see he does not have a watch on his wrist. So he's doing the sarcastic watch things, like, I'm on a timetable right now, so if you just be so kind as to hurry this little charade along, because, I'm getting a little impatient. Trying to be a little meetable. I'm not going in there guns blazing like I'd like to. I'm giving you a chance to bring him out peacefully. I assure you, I just need to ask him a few questions, that's all.
I don't know if he's going to be able to answer right now.
Oh, I assure you, whatever state he's in, my questions will be answered.
I look through. Is there, you said, is there 6 or 12 of them?
12. 6 on each side. They're all armed with heavier weapons. You're not entirely sure what those weapons are, but they're like they're not. They're weapons that they're not exactly shouldering. They're kind of like holding them out, like some sort of heavy machine gun, but they're not heavy machine guns.
You see, Mark kind of turns to you, Flint, and he pops out the grenade launcher. And he's like, "Assistance."
Frozen incendiary grenade at the Death's Hand.
I've been through a lot with Jergal. We've actually become quite close, and I'm not just willing to hand him over to somebody I just met.
Roll persuasion, just general persuasion. I know what you're doing, by the way. It's not lost on me that you're stalling for time. I get it. I'm gonna say you can't use Blessings of Kalimar on this one, pal.
Why?
This isn't exactly being nice to somebody.
I'm not letting Jergal's lifeless body be tortured.
Fine.
25. Persuasion, so 28.
Alright. Hold on. You got tied with him because he has a +6. Well, not plus. He has a +6 to that roll. So you actually tied out. Yeah, so you need to do 24.
Oh, no, I had 28. I had 28 because it doubles. Double for persuasion for me. So I can. So it's +6. So it's
okay. All right. In that case, he kind of stops there and goes like, "Now, while I appreciate the niceties and I appreciate the camaraderie, I need you to bring him out before I get before my patience finally reaches its last straw." I'm gonna roll past this. This kind of occurs for the next 5 minutes. You just kind of going like, "Well, hey, come on," and you just manage to draw this out until eventually, turning the corner, Daniel, currently on the back of Loken, is approaching the scene. So Daniel, you already see the 12 armed guards, the torture bot, and Colonel Sartoris leading them. Or what was it, Colonel Nunya Business?
I think it was. I can't remember. It was because Nunya Business. Oh yeah, it was Captain Nunya. Lieutenant Nunya.
Lieutenant Nunya. Anyway, so you see all this, and you hear Loken go, "Oh, great."
Hey, man.
Loken picks up the pace, and you all can see like him on the back of Daniel on the back of this large armored warrior. For Mark, because I don't think he's ever seen a Radiant Knight. A Radiant Knight is like this 10-foot tall armored construct warrior. They're fucking huge. They carry large fucking bolters, which shoot basically soda cans that explode at you, and they wield chainswords. They're basically the greatest warriors of the Republic, and they're pretty fucking renowned.
And this one's on the side.
Yeah, this one also is missing an arm and a leg. Point of fact.
And you said they're armored warriors? Are they...
They are not biological. They are not.
Okay.
So... he approaches, and as he does so, the 6 that are on the Colonel Sartoris' left.
Before he sees us, can I make a witty remark when he says on my last straw?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say, who knew you had more than one?
Well, if it isn't my little record breaker. Hello, Daniel. I'm just busy collecting your friend, and then I'll be on my merry way. These 6 guards that are flanking Colonel Sartoris, the one on his left, they kind of moved their positions, so now they're kind of like in the street, blocking your progress. Logan barks out like, "Colonel Sartoris, you are to stand down now." Not fazed by the angry Radiant Knight, Sartoris looks at him and just simply states, "You know, Loken, you're far more threatening when you have all of your, shall we say, equipment. As it stands, I have 12 of my finest men and myself versus a cripple and a couple of very lucky/unlucky bastards are currently on my right. You're not exactly in control of the situation, Loken." Loken draws his chainsword and starts revving it up. He looks at the 6 soldiers that are in his way and says, "Even now, I could carve you to ribbons and get to that weasel in the matter of seconds. Lower your damn weapons." He is going to... Well, actually, he can't make an intimidation check because they can't be held to do anything else. Sartoris tucks his tongue and said, "Really? We're going to come to blows after that whole avian business? Is that what we've come to?"
You're the one that started it, and I spit out some more interrogation fluid.
Surprised you can still talk. I must really fine tune this bad boy after I get back to the shop. Now, I'll tell you what. Because I'd rather not see the Golden Boys gunned down the streets than me have to explain to an angry general that I just had to do it for the security's sakes, I'll cut you a deal. You, my nice, smooth-talking, Monsieur Flint, I have a deal for you. Bring out your gall. I won't hurt him, I won't kill him, I won't put him in the fun box. Just bring him out, I just need to run a diagnostic, and then I'll leave. Happy?
You can come in.
Can I do a silent?
No, you're bringing him out.
Can I do a silent communication with Flint?
Not from across these distances, no.
Aw.
And Flint has to initiate the silent communication, not the other way around.
Doing like a Kylo Ren.
Oh, so I want to point out, Marshall gets up from his bed and you just hear like the sound of his sniper rifle readying. Oh yeah, and at that point is when Sartoris basically says, "No, you're bringing him out."
Chicken.
Loken, if that halfling wannabe opens his mouth again, I'm going to kill him. Loken kind of looks up at you. Not necessarily like telling you to shut up, but more like I don't think he's kidding. Daniel.
Flynn opens the door when he says that.
Dan,
you bring up your gall, or do you?
Loken. Sorry, I got really excited because I'm standing on top of you right now, and I feel so tall.
I want you to know that Loken has to stifle the urge to laugh, but this is a really serious scenario, but he really wants to laugh. Give yourself a mini inspiration point. So, you open the door, Captain Sartoris kind of holds his arms. It taps his foot.
Come on, he's right over here.
Bring him out.
He's a heavy son of a bitch.
And there's like 4 of you in there. Bring him out.
I nod to Mark and Marshall.
Why don't you just strip him and, just put him on full display? That's what he wants. He's a fucking perv.
Sartoris some size. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Indeed.
That was not in your favor, by the way. Oh no!
Am I dead?
How much health do you have?
57 with my shield.
You're still at half health from the,
did I take a half health from torture?
Yeah.
Mark, you see what I'm saying?
23 plus 11, so 34.
34 health. Okay, you might live. How much health do you say you have? What's your total is 50 something, right?
My total
like grand total
is 46.
46. And you have 30 health now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, whew! Roll fortitude save, by the way.
I have half cover, but he crit. Damn it.
Yeah, that's why there's no
Constitution.
God damn! Roll the hit dice. Yeah, you're not going to suffer an injury. You were going to have your head crippled as So Flynn, you come on in here, you start trying to gather mom, and then you hear Daniel say, "What was it again?" Just strip him. That's what he wants.
I put emphasis on the word strip.
And Captain Sartoris, his facial expression, he just goes, draws his sidearm, aims it at Daniel in such a strange blur of motion, and fires. The bullet goes over Loken's shoulder and domes Daniel in the fucking face. All of you see blood exit the back of Daniel's fucking skull. He goes down like a sack of potatoes. And Loken like wheels around, and then Sartorius just looks at him and shrugs and goes, "What? I warned him. You warned him. Is he dead? He's not dead!" Ugh, fucking God, this is turning into such a headache. Alright, counting on the count of 5 before I light up this whole fucking building. 5, 4, 3, 1! Do you bring out Jagal? Or do you, are you going?
Marshall shot him.
No. Oh, did Marshall just execute him, or did Marshall shoot fucking Sartorius? Marshall, if you're listening, make a choice. Marshall, in case you weren't here, there's like 12 dudes heavily... Okay, alright.
Territory. Is that how you say that?
Hold on, give me a second. It's Sartorius, by the way.
Mr. Tory.
Mr. Tory! Give me a second, I have to set up a certain something.
Doesn't say a word this whole session. Drops in. Initiates the full combat.
This was not the combat I had in mind.
Me either.
It's fine, I missed.
Yeah, you missed. That's what matters here.
It's the warning shot, right?
It's a misfire, sorry.
I'm gonna expect one hell of a deception check on your account.
Aiming dead eye down the sniper rifle. It was a misfire.
Yeah, like you really tried to hit him. It's like it was a misfire, man. It was a misfire. I don't know what to tell you.
Perfect.
Give me a second. Believe it or not, I didn't plan for this.
You didn't plan for this after the Stooge Squad last week?
You know, to be honest, no. I literally had in my mind like, okay, they won. All they have to do is bring out your call. They already promised to not hurt him. Like they're gonna comply. Everything's gonna be fine, I think. And then it's like, nope. I shoot them. Like, all right, fine, come on. Right. So Daniel's over there dying. These fuckers are all here. I think this is set up properly. Alright, so, this is the situation as it stands. There are 13 people outside your door, Sartorius in the front, the 6 guards over here and 6 guards with Sartorius. Marshall, you're kind of poking out the window there, because that's how you had you to take your shot. You miss Sartorius. Sartorius looks down at the hole where the bullet made, looks up at you, and I assume you say something like, "Oh, it was a misfire."
Oops. Yeah.
Flint, did you want to step in or try to make this go away with some smooth talking, or is this going to be solved with bullets? Because I want to point out, after that, Sartorius kind of looks up, smiles, and like he just kind of just starts looking at you, and he's like, he's beginning to raise his sidearm. So I mean,
Whoa! Everybody, calm down for a second. I'm gonna lean into Sartorius. Like he's new. He doesn't really know how things work here. Like he's just fresh out of the cryos. So
Wait, so it's okay to shoot Dan?
Fuck.
we didn't kill him.
Loken wheels around, chainsword revving, and he that loud, like almost war horn sound, like just starts bellowing out of him. The soldiers over here, like noticeably brace and like raise their weapons to bear. That's when you say, like, calm down, everybody. And then Marshall cracks out, so it's okay to shoot Dan. Colonel Sartorius, he looks over at Loken throwing a fit as Loken begins to kind of hobble over with a chainsword. He then looks to you, Flint, and says, Chagall, hand him over now, or this will get uglier than it already is. Because if I write on the report I killed a bunch of goody contractors, that's fine. But if I have to write on the report that I had to kill some contractors and one of Warden's kids, yeah, I don't think that's going to go very well for me. So I'd much rather this be end peacefully. Please hand him over, and I won't decapitate your lizard, your whatever the fuck that you call that. And he kind of gestures in a vague direction of Marshall.
Just a diagnostics check, right?
Just a fucking diagnostics check, though at this point I really want to throw somebody in the fun box. So, hurry it along.
Alright, Flint's gonna go pick up Dragal and then, like, hold him and, like, put him, like, against him, like, on the floor. Like, leaning against it. Yeah, exactly.
Sartorius walks up, grabs him by the shoulder, looks at him, and just keeps looking at him for a good long second. He then, like, narrows his eyes behind this mask of his and goes, "Alright, that's it." And he throws Dragal back at you. Alright, boys, we got what we came here for. Loken, you might want to stop the bleeding of that dwarf. I think he's bleeding out still. Daniel's still lying in a pool of his own blood. The soldiers just about face, and they just begin to leave.
Mark, can I assist? And I want to go over and try and start helping to heal him.
As the soldiers begin to leave, Sartorius stops and goes, I almost forgot. He draws his sidearm, fires another round, this time not hitting anybody, but it shoots the ground directly beside Marshall's head. And then he says, "Oops, I missed!" as he begins to walk away. And these guys leave.
Flint does kind of smirk at that. That was pretty funny.
Loken grabs Daniel, and he's kind of limping over to you guys. In that point, Mark kind of I assume you're just like barreling out, going like, try to help him.
Yes, and I'm going to let me double check this real fast.
I got.
I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna lay on hands to try and get him back up. But
You should give him 1 HP, to be honest.
yeah, and you're just gonna see a couple of little droid nanobot things come out and start giving him a little bit of health or whatever. I'm like, yes, I am. And I will give him 1 health to get him back up. But you see the nanobot cross to the back of his skull and starts patching it up.
I'm gonna say I'm still out though.
You're momentarily gonna be unconscious.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just, like, went through the torture and everything. I assume I would be, like, somewhat exhausted.
Truth is, Daniel, the game was rigged from the start.
Here, help me pick Dan up and put him into bed.
Loken will help you if no one else will.
Yeah, I will be of assistance. Pick him up.
Yeah, and Loken will not help because he can't fit through the door anyway. So you guys take him over to the bed. As you do so, I want to point out you notice that a certain somebody is hiding underneath one of the beds. It's the guy that you were meant to carry around. He's been hiding under the bed the second you said, like, oh, look, those guys are coming along. He kind of, like, he peeks his head out and kind of notices they're gone, sees Loken, and then goes right back under his fucking cot. Loken, as you guys put him in, Loken puts his hand up to his, to the side of his helmet, and you hear, like, some muted talking coming from him. He looks up towards you, Flint, and he gestures for you to come here.
I go over.
In a hushed tone, he says, I just received word that Colonel Sartoris has left the hub. He's in his personal ship, and he's already heading out. I don't think I'll give you any more trouble, at least not tonight.
What do you think that was about?
He stops for a moment. I have a few ideas, all of them bode poorly. But if they boded ill, they would have simply killed Dragal. So, I assume whenever he was...
I was mainly asking to see what Loken thought of Dragal, like what he knew.
Loken looks over to you and says, the Death's Hand is responsible for a great many duties to the Republic, one of which is more important than the rest. I can't imagine their other duties would cause them to actually try and fight me, or even threaten me. So I suspect that it is the first priority. And if that's the case, he looks to you in an apologetic tone, I'm afraid I can't tell you. It's a bit of a top-secret sort of struggle. As much as I despise secrecy, I understand its necessity in this regard. Just do me a favor. We are aware that the Avians possessed many artifacts here, but if you start seeing some strange ones, you might want to steer clear of them.
Well, aren't they all strange?
Let me put it this way, you'll know them when you see them. If you start approaching something and you start getting this overwhelming sense of dread, you probably should not pick it up. I don't know how many contractors we've had to explain this to, and yet they still do it. But I was informed that they were going to bring Daniel in for questioning, but I got there a bit too late, it seems.
Yeah. Did he really call him a pervert? Did I hear that right?
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised Sartoris didn't kill him, and from the looks of it, I don't think that was for lack of trying. Point of fact, if he does wake up, you might want to congratulate him on having a skull thicker than a Gauss pistol.
I'll be sure to.
He then looks to his limbs and says, I have to go. My repairs must be underway if I'm to join the fighting when the time comes. If something should go wrong, well, he stops for a moment. Fuck it, I suppose it can't hurt. He then relays to you personal conflict information that you could perhaps bring him up, like you can try and call him if you so choose. So write somewhere down that you have his number, I suppose.
Loken's personal cell phone.
Essentially.
Got it.
Loken bids you farewell, and he is going to leave.
He's brother, before you go, have you heard the good word of the Machine Lord?
The Machine what?
The Machine God. Have you heard his good word?
What?
Yes. I'm here to spread his good name and tell all of our Machine brothers about the joy of the Machine God.
Goes, oh, you're that one. I remember hearing of you.
Have you heard? You've heard of me? That's good news.
Yes, one of the rejects, I'm told. Flint, congratulate yourselves. The name you chose for your company truly was fitting. He turns around and starts shaking his head, now grumbling as he limps away.
I have to hide the android from you. Don't listen to the crazy robot Dandroid while I'm covering his ears.
It's too late, Father! Praise the Machine God! Oh, man. It's that fucking... I'm gonna make that meme later tonight if someone else doesn't do it first. So, the guy comes crawling out of his bunk and goes, Are they gone? Are they gone?
Yeah, I think so.
Whew. He gets back on the cot and goes, Thank God these suits are watertight.
You're not one for confrontation, are you?
No, I'm not. No, I am fucking not. I picked courier because that was a job that you don't really deal with confrontation. I just bring packages from point A to point fucking B. Oh, this shit fucking happens. Fucking Death's Head shooting your friends in the face. How is he still alive?
How long until your friends are picking you up again?
Tomorrow, 0900.
Okay. What time is it now?
Or right now it's like we're talking like 7 o'clock at night.
Okay.
I am detecting your stress levels are high. Do you need assistance?
Yeah, go give him a back rub.
No. Give me a fucking back rub. Do you listen to him or do you listen to their boss?
I'm listening to my boss. I walk over and it's like really uncomfortable metallic hands like...
No, roll performance. See how uncomfortable this is.
The steel string guitar player gives a massage, deep tissue massage.
Roll performance, Mark.
Yeah, I'm going.
No, get your fucking head! Oh, that's kind of nice, you know?
The Machine God wants to make all... The Machine God wants to make all life better. As he's sitting there massaging him.
That sounds nice. You kind of lull him to sleep. He's just, just giving him the works. Activating secondary subroutine. Masseuse mode.
Yeah, you just see like the little massage balls come out on the tips of his fingers, and he's just like holding them to his back.
Fucking dumb. Steven walks over, opens your leg compartment, takes out his package and puts it in his pocket, goes back to his bed, sits on it.
I'm still massaging the dude.
Mm-hmm.
Can I investigate your gull real quick?
You sure can.
I want to see what, if I notice anything different, because you said he touched his shoulders, right?
Yes. Well, he grabbed him by the shoulder and was talking and looked at him.
Okay. Is there anything missing that should be there?
Yes.
Yep.
The book's not there.
Yep. Dan sent me a message, and I assumed that Steven, for some reason, was... that's what he was putting in Mark's thing.
No.
That's my bad.
He put the giant book in Mark's leg. No, no.
Yeah, that's why. Then like he said that, I was like, ah, shit. Okay, well, fuck that one up.
I'll be right back.
Your girl was finished with that book, right?
Dan's gonna be really pissed at you.
So what was the book?
It's what they wanted, and what I almost died to try to.
Try to keep.
Yeah. Come on, like, I mean, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do when all eyes are on me? I have to gotta do it in code.
I even knew what you were saying when it was
Then why
happening.
didn't you do it?
Because I thought that's what Steven was doing. Like I legitimately
no,
thought
his
that's
drugs in there.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Like I knew what you were doing, even when you were like the strip. Yeah, the emphasis on strip. I knew what you were doing.
Then why didn't you do it?
Because I.
Like, when has Steven ever like touched Jergal or done anything with Jergal?
Thought it was weird. It's alright, we still got my stick power gauntlet.
Yeah, your power gauntlet doesn't. It's not the key to unlocking the avian everything. That book is basically the codex. It's the anything we want from avian, like lore, technology, anything like that, we could probably have been getting access through the book. I really hope that book explodes on the guy.
does it do that?
Yeah, because it exploded on Dragal, right?
No,
what
it
is the...
exploded on me.
Okay.
Remember, my backpack exploded. Well, it exploded and caused the C4 in my backpack to explode, which almost
Gotcha.
killed
And
me and blew up half of my shit.
And then it... How did it get... Salty just decided it would come back?
Well, no, it does not like being with anyone outside of Dragal, but Dragal's not home anymore, so, I know Salty's, like Ed said off camera, that, it could have a new owner, but I don't know,
Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. My wife came home and the dog got so excited that she jumped on my wife and then pissed in her lap. So that was funny. So it's gone, eh? It's funny.
Who's gone?
So where were we? I believe Mark is giving a certain somebody a massage. That's where he left at.
Indeed.
Right. So you're doing that. You all discover that the book is missing from Dragal. Yeah. So what happens? Falls in your court,
I think
gentlemen.
after a bit, I would wake up.
I would go over, seeing how effective the massage was. I'd go over and start massaging Dan, just as he's lying on the ground, passed out, trying to wake him back up.
I think that does the trick. It gets me up.
We'll see how it gets you up.
Why is it doing
You're
that
like, hey,
again?
this is mildly pleasant.
Just turn off the guidance thing at the top left.
I did. I thought it did.
Here, I'll do it for you.
I did click it. Oh, that one now. Okay. Anyway,
Oh,
I got it.
Fuck. Am I fucking alive? This doesn't look like heaven.
You hear Steven's grumbling. You're making a lot of assumptions there.
No, I've seen heaven, Steven.
Yeah, me too.
What?
My sensors
You're talking about
indicate that you are
You're talking
alive.
about drugs or having a great trip or some shit, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Stevens goes back to reading a literal newspaper.
Hey, Dan, so a couple things.
So you got my mess. Please tell me you got my message to strip Dragal and take the book.
First off, Dan,
I
let's
literally
just say-
got shot in the face. Please tell me you got my message.
You know, Dan, I'm just gonna go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off right now. Get it over with. I did not get the
fucking
message.
idiot.
I deserve that.
So it's gone?
I'm sorry, Stevens kind of pipes up. Well, hold up. You're the idiot. Says the guy who antagonized fucking Colonel Sartoris.
In order to pass a hidden message off to our leader.
That was a hidden message? You could have... Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
You
also
could have done
Dan,
that 1,000 different ways.
I could have said,
pissing that
hey,
dude off.
take the book off of Dragal before you show Dragal to the guy!
Hey Dan, while you're already mad at me, I'm just gonna go ahead. You should know we have to come back here in 7 days. I've enlisted us to fight the avian creature.
My head fucking hurts. And I don't know if it's the bullet or just your face.
Hey Mark, get his temples.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up towards like the back of his shoulder, like his neck area, like trying to like relieve whatever tension he's got.
Pretty cool, right?
Where'd you get the droid?
I don't know, he just showed up. People have just been showing up lately.
Droid, what's your model number?
Model number? I do not have one.
What series are you from?
This does not make sense. I am Mark.
You're Mark. Okay, what Mark? Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 85.
What's your last name, Mark?
It is just Mark.
Alright. Can I look at his body for a serial number or anything like that? Is there a serial number or something that would identify?
I have not been given this information if there is.
I mean, you could just make it up.
Salty said he had somebody in mind for who made me, so I don't know
Okay. Well, so
what
is there any
to give you.
information?
On him?
Yeah.
Well, perception.
I also have...
I believe you have 4 levels of exhaustion.
Do I have 4 levels now?
You had 3 from the torturing, and you just got brought down, so that's another 1.
Oh.
Is my massage good enough to relieve one of those levels of exhaustion?
No, mister, 14 does not get rid of a level of exhaustion. That'll be a barrel of worms. That means you'll be massaging people in the middle of combat.
Alright.
I give him a massage to get rid of a level of exhaustion. Instead of the group medic, you're the group masseuse.
Where is it? Here it is.
Identify war machines. +2 to identifying Republic war machines. You cannot apply this bonus, I'm afraid.
I can't see fucking shit.
You look over and go, I don't even know if he's a robot.
I don't care right now. My head fucking hurts. Alright, well, at least, is Jergal alive?
Peanut, by the way, has crawled on top of you, Daniel, and is basically, licking your face.
Oh, hey, buddy. Hey.
He's now, fully grown. Well, not fully grown, but he's, an adolescent now, so he's a big boy now.
A golden retriever?
Yeah.
How long was I out for?
You?
Marshall asks how long he was out for.
When did you... What?
When did you go?
When did...
Are you talking about just now? Are you asking in character? Sorry.
I don't know what's going on.
I think he's referring to how he was unconscious for the first half of the confrontation with Colonel Sartoris. In which case the answer would be,
How was he
5
unconscious?
minutes.
He was the one that took the shot.
He was until he took the shot.
Mark would tell him, you were 7 minutes, 36 seconds, 0.202 nanoseconds unconscious.
So, Flint, anything else that you wanna drop on me right now? Now's the time.
After getting abused by these government authorities, we're going to the army, lads!
I've been dicked in the ass more times today than probably the last 2 weeks, so just let me have it. I'm ready.
They vetoed my parking idea.
Son of a bitch! That's all we needed!
Yeah, I know, man. I know. They had priority too. They did it first up, and they just shut it right down. It was actually kind of embarrassing.
Oh, point of fact, Flint, you're aware the reason they shut it down is because they'd have to pay for it? That's the main reason.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They're literally like, man, more tax it, fuck that! They basically said fuck that to that. It would be cool though, but I have to pay for it. Nah, man, I'm not gonna do that.
The bit that Dan and Flint had talked about it beforehand too.
I think you did, if I do recall. I think you pointed out that this place needs better parking, and then you're like, this is my moment. I gotta finally fucking ask for better parking. That was the first and last time a idea from the Unlucky Company was sponsored by a major corporation.
Worth it.
Well, okay, did anything good happen while I was being tortured?
You guys are supposed to look after me for the rest of the day, and then I get to pay you.
I look over and I see him for the first time. Who the fuck is that? Dan's like about to cry. Is not having a good day.
Our boy Rick got some good news.
Yeah.
And a whole moment for him at the leaders conference. He got they call it a Star of the Republic, which is apparently a huge deal. And
Is Logan
he got
still here?
No, he's not.
He left.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So how did the Death Hand thing play out? Did he just?
They just
no fighting.
Yeah, took his book and left. Yeah.
Well, at least we don't have to fucking deal with it now. Let those avian bastards go after them and not us.
Honestly.
So, why did they want you? Why did they want... What's his name? Jergal?
He had something that they wanted to steal.
Oh yeah, while you're asleep, I established it's okay to shoot you.
No. That's not okay. Clint, tell them it's not okay.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Were you talking to me?
Well,
Or...
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
what are
you
you talking about? Of course, it's
just
not
let
okay.
that guy get away with it.
We were thinking
like-
through the situation. There was no need.
But it's against the law to shoot somebody on hub grounds,
Yeah,
right?
that guy doesn't play by the law, though. He's above it.
So he's an outlaw, which means we get to kill him because he's outside of the law.
More like above.
Above the law.
2 plus 2
not
equals
outside.
fish.
Don't worry. I expect something pretty fun is going to happen to them. And by fun, I mean very, very unlucky. Now, who the
Give
fuck is
yourself an
this
higher
guy?
point.
Are we going to happen to them?
Alright, sorry, wasn't prepared for that one. The courier walks up to the window, he kind of looks out and goes, "Oh, fuck. Back under the bed I go." And he goes under the bed.
Saw a rabbit.
You could say that. Approaching the compound is 2 gentlemen. One of them has his data pad out, and he looks to his friend. You hear him go, "I think this is the place." "Think so?" Says, "Yeah." Puts the data pad away and says, "Anybody in there?"
Yeah.
Is, this, fuck's his face? Flint, the Unlucky Company?
Jesus Christ. Who is this?
This is the, and then and he's about to say something, the other guy, like, nudges him in the gut, he goes, oh, right. Concerned, citizens, shall we say. Listen, I was told that there is a guy that's with you, that's currently wanted by my comrades.
If you're talking about the guy from the Death's Hand, he just left, but he might be coming back soon.
What, the Death's Hand? What the fuck? He looks around, he's like, no.
13 of them here just a moment ago.
Oh, Jesus.
Zach, hide, Zach. Just start shoving him.
He goes back under the... He's already under the desk, and you're just, like, kicking him, like, go further in! Roll a deception with advantage, Flint. No, shit! Alright, look, this ain't gonna take long. we heard from a guy that they like look around and like, oh fuck. You have a guy named Zach. He's a courier. He's in there with you. We know he's in there with you because a bunch of guys saw it happen. And they know that they went in there with you. Now look, he's wanted by us, and we're willing to pay you a handsome sum if you just hand him over, and we'll be on our way. So yeah, you interested? Making about 9,000 credits.
How much should we get offered from the other
Do
guy?
I have a bullet hole in my face right now?
Yes, you now have a permanent scar for that. Yes.
Can I just... And is it like still like half bleeding, like...
No, it's mainly patched up.
But like it's pretty fresh and like my face is covered in blood.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just kind of stagger over to where Flint is? Like, guys, I've had a really fucking long day, as you can see, and I point at the bullet hole in my face.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck happened to him?
Fucking death sand, dude.
Yeah, we don't want to be here any more than we gotta be, but
Cool, bye.
they look
I
at each
go
other.
back and lay down on the bed.
Look, friends, we kind of need him. If it's any consolation, the guy you're harboring is a criminal. There is a bounty on his head. An official one, just so we're clear. So, I mean, technically you're doing the hub service, and by handing him over. And, like, as one guy's saying this, the other guy he's putting two of his thumbs up. Kind of like, yeah.
Do I have any capabilities of accessing, like, the hub to check that's a legit bounty?
No, that is way, no, fuck no.
Like, even with the data pad or anything? Like, is that not something that the hub would post?
No. If you had a hub terminal, yes. Maybe if you want to get that upgrade later. Like, if you want to, if that's something to work for. But, like, I would say as of now, no.
Okay.
Your data pad mainly, your data pad can, take pictures, it can record things, it handles your credit finances. It's not that. It does not connect to the internet, as it were.
Okay. I was just curious.
Yeah, no. I like the idea of it. I like the idea of you accessing the fucking internet, but no. No. So yeah, so they say that. What is the response of the party?
Can you remind me how much we're getting paid to watch him till tomorrow morning?
He said he's gonna pay you $5,000.
I'm gonna say to Dan, they're offering us $9,000. His buddy's offered us $5,000. I've never been that good at math, but one of those numbers is bigger than the other one.
I believe it's the 9,000 is bigger than the 5,000. Captain.
By the way, Zach's under his bed, his exams claps together. I was like, no, please, no.
But wait, wasn't he delivering something and he got intercepted by the guy that just left, right?
No.
They're his guys, aren't they?
So, to remind you of what Zach told you guys, is that he received a mission from the Death's Hand, some guy, Death's Hand operative a bit far away in Aegon Wastes, to deliver a package to someplace here in the hub. On the way here, he was intercepted and beat by a bunch of bandits that are now looking for him. That's what he said.
I'm gonna go over to him. Say quietly. Why shouldn't I turn you over?
'Cause you're a good person and you don't turn people over to actual bandits.
Try again.
What?
I didn't believe that.
I'm not fucking with you. They're actually bandits.
Yeah, it's a matter of perspective most of the time.
They literally raid people going from point A to point B. I don't know what other word I'd use to describe that.
So, how did you meet these guys?
as I said before, they intercepted me on the way here and they took my package. They want me for some reason. I imagine it's to kill me or some other fucking nonsense.
Can I roll insight to see if he's hiding anything?
Go for it.
All right.
You believe him wholeheartedly.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna go back over to here. I'm not gonna do that. And it's getting dark. You guys should probably leave.
Now hold on. Just as he's about to speak up, the other guy again nudges him, and then the other guy speaks up. One that hasn't really been talking much. He goes, "Well, should you reconsider?" He gives you a number, and he says, "Call that number. If you want to, at any point in the night, especially even if it gets a bit noisy in the night, you should call that number. Then we can renegotiate if you wish. We'll head out. You won't see us again, I promise. If Death's Head comes back, we're definitely not going to be here. You have a good day. We're just going to leave." And these two just been walking away down an alleyway.
Cool. That situation's not over, but it is.
Cool. That's clearly not the end of this, but
I sense a 97% likelihood of somebody coming in the night.
Alright, Mark, do you need sleep? Are you able to just stay up all night?
I require fuel. I do not need. I guess salty from a mechanic's perspective. Do I need sleep? I don't.
technically, no, we're forced to have this sentry's rest thing.
Yep, that's what I thought. So I do not.
Alright, cool. Well, old Freddy over here is gonna get some shut-eye for a little bit. Till those guys.
Steven looks around and asks, "Where's Rick?"
Rick is probably the guest of honor right now.
So you mean while we're here, that's probably going to get mugged by a bunch of jackasses. Rick's probably at some banquet getting awards and shit.
Well, he did do a lot more than cower in a ship.
He turns to you and goes, "Fucking excuse me, Mr. Inch from Death Dwarf. You want to repeat that to my face? Because that is surely not what happened."
My dog can eat your dog, I say, with Peanut on my lap.
Yeah, and what about the owner?
What about him? I'm gonna go
He
to
just
sleep,
shakes his
guys.
head and says, he just shakes his head and is like, "Alright, whatever."
Surely this conflict can be settled. In the animal kingdom, when two rival males meet each other, they fight to the death.
Aside from the dwarf being, his mouth being bigger than his sense of fucking survival, I am not going to fight him over the death over a little insult.
Yeah, you'd have to be my rival for that to happen.
You know, Daniel, I'm pretty sure that if somebody gets us killed, it's gonna be the guy that insults everybody we fucking meet.
Probably.
Stevens just chuckles once and just lays down and continues petting his dog.
I think Dan's gonna fall asleep. Start working off some of that, exhaustion.
Mm-hmm. Roll me a. Well, you're gonna. You'll just recover all of it as long as you get a full long rest.
Can I get to the roof?
Sure, you can.
That's where I'm gonna take my watch.
Okay, just a point of fact, Mark is able to stay awake the entire time, so you don't have to, but if you just want to, that's fine too.
Yeah, I don't trust him.
Fair enough. So you head outside, I assume to take your watch. Go ahead and roll me a athletics check to determine if you can make it on top of the building. Because there's no, like, access way, you'd have to actually make your way up there.
Alright, where's my dude? Athletics. Where are you?
Alright, yeah, you make your way up there. You are up on that rooftop. Is there a symbol saying, like, you're up? Yeah, sure, that. Boop. You are on the rooftop, and you're currently surveying the area around you.
Is there any like rubble or anything still in here? I can't remember exactly what happened with the conflict. I guess the box that I came in is broken in here somewhere, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Can I just like start like picking up like broken bits and like piling them in a corner or something?
Sure. May I ask why?
Just trying to clean up. I guess if there's like a trash receptacle or something, just like trying to do something with the time that I'm just standing around.
Okay. And then everybody else just kind of goes to sleep.
Yeah.
Except Marshall and Mark.
Damn, if only Dandroid could be that good. That considerate. I'm
can
asleep.
wake him
I can
up.
actually say that.
You can wake him up now. Like. In any event, everyone goes to sleep, and it's at this point that about 6 hours or so pass. We're talking like 1 or 2 in the morning. You all hear, Marshall and Mark, give me a perception check. Marshall, you have advantage, but I want to warn you the DC is a bit considerable. Okay. Well, shit.
Fuck
Okay.
you, that's a crit.
Yeah, no, I see. I have eyes. I can see the green. So, as the night goes on, Mark, you're just kind of finding tasks to keep yourself busy throughout the night. You know, idle hands and all that. But Marshall, however, you're keeping watch. Oh yeah, and you see it coming way before it gets even remotely close. Something is approaching your location. It's fairly large, but more damningly, it's fucking invisible to the point that you can't see it. What gives it away is you see the shimmer and the slight difference between the image of the whatever is approaching you and, of course, the backdrop. You see this, and you know that something is approaching you. It's airborne. It's pretty high off the ground, and it's approaching your location. What do you do?
I literally wake up everybody and say, "Hey, we have something coming."
How do you wake up everybody? Do you call out? Do you shout? Or
yeah, I'll shout out to Mark because Mark's awake. Mark, alert everybody.
Okay,
Something's
Mark,
coming.
do you do so?
Yeah, absolutely. I go to Captain Flint and I wake him up, and the marshal on the roof alerted me to something suspicious outside.
I can barely see it.
Do you call him the Marshal?
The marshal.
And the Captain and the Marshal?
Flint's gonna sit up and like get up, groggy. Say, where is he?
I'm on the roof.
I relay that. He is on the roof.
No, it's not even so where is he? And then you hear, I'm on the roof! From up there.
I'm on the roof. And I just look up and his face is like right there.
I don't think so. I think he's still aiming down the sights to see this thing.
I would say Mark would still be like, he's on the roof.
Okay, how did he get up there? Is there a ladder? I look around.
No.
The rubble.
I do not know. I can be a ladder, and I just stretch my hands up.
To get on the roof, you have to leave that building, though. Fair warning.
Does Marshall have a radio yet?
I don't believe so. Trem had a radio, though.
I'm gonna glide down from the roof.
Okay. You glide down.
So my little flaps open, and I'll just come to you.
So you want to glide down, try and, like, dive through an open window?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you get it back in the building.
What did you see?
It's hard to say. I could barely see it. It has some kind of cloaking device.
I would point out it's a large size. It was invisible and it was airborne.
Yeah. Large, flying, invisible object. I would have to point it out to you.
You hear all of you audibly, because you're all awake. You all hear a followed by the strange sound, and followed by 4 loud, like, cracks. It's at this time that I want to point out that, like, you notice all the street lights around you start going out, and you start hearing some static from your radios.
All right. I'm gonna look out the window, and it's just complete darkness.
Yep.
Did I get a
Cool.
full long rest?
Nope.
Alright, I'm still sleeping then.
No, but I'll say you got a short rest's worth of stuff back, and you got rid of 2 levels of exhaustion. How about that?
Let me see. So
Nope, I'm still sleeping.
levels of exhaustion. Yeah. I'm still sleeping.
So the dwarf is still sleeping. Steven gets up, he loads his rifle, and he's like coming over here. Zach is cowering under the bed.
So is it completely black, like nobody can see?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking dark.
So with that short rest, is that HP or do I need to use a med kit?
I'll let you have your HP back. Fuck it. I'm a merciful DM. I'll allow this once.
I bet it had to do with that kick-ass massage that Mark gave him.
100%. 100% the massage. I was at full HP as soon as I woke up from the gunshot wound.
Exactly.
It was only the massage, the power of the masseuse. We need to keep doing that until you crit on it, and
Get a +3 to masseuse.
yeah.
Never gonna happen just because you asked for it. So yeah, Daniel, are you still asleep then, or do you actually get up with that? Okay,
I
you're
just
still
want an
asleep.
HP in case they do an AOE attack. I'm not like on 1 HP and then die.
Let's see if he notices. No, Stevens doesn't care. He's just heading to the window.
Hey, Bandit Boy, if these are your friends, you're gonna have to fight with us.
You know, I would, but he just kind of starts patting himself and starts like shrugging. Remember, plasma gun. Oh, you weren't there. Yeah, no, my only weapon disintegrated.
All right. I fully trusted everything he said, so because I failed that insight check, so I'm gonna give him one of my pistols.
Hold on. He's pretty incompetent. Let's see if he catches it. Like he goes, oh shit! It hits the ground, fires, and then like hits the ground near Loki. Steven wheels around, like motherfucker. He's like, sorry. He picks up the gun.
It is dark after all.
Yeah. It's dark. Fuck. You all hear the sound of like something airborne. Like you hear the air, like you hear the sound of something flying through the air, but none of you see anything. You don't see any lights. You don't see anything.
Well, I see 10 feet because I have blind sight.
He's not within 10 feet of you.
Okay. I'm just
He's
saying.
he's not that fucking close. Not yet. But thank you for letting me know. So, all of you don't see whoever's making that large noise, but through the glint of the moonlight, you see approaching you are these guys. They're small, the size of like a torso, and they appear to be drones. They all are armed with what appears to be some sort of cannon, and they have this like small rocket array. And they all appear to be like aiming in your general vicinity. Flint, on your walkie-talkie, you hear a garbled, mechanical-sounding series of numbers, and probably not to your surprise, it's the number that guy told you about earlier to call if you wanted to renegotiate.
On my walkie-talkie, what do you mean? Like?
Oh, so it starts like sounding off and starts making this garbled robotic sound that like, you know when somebody uses that like weird like software that like fucks up your voice?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that, but it's just sounding off those numbers. It's the same numbers that the guy told you earlier. To call if you wanted to renegotiate. You get the feeling it's like a threat, like, here we are, call the fucking number and deliver him, or we gonna fight.
I'm gonna ignore it.
Fair enough. I would say like a full 6 seconds passes. If you guys wanted to take the opportunity to shoot first, you can, or you can allow them to shoot first. Both have consequences. Pick what you wish.
I'm gonna get to cover with this 6 seconds.
Alright, well, if you're in the house and you're shooting out of it, I will allow you're gonna benefit from half cover.
Okay. No, I don't want to fire first.
Okay. Steven's gonna follow your lead. Mark, do you just kind of shut down?
Yeah, I've got the grenade launcher out and ready, but I'm following the lead. So.
All right. Daniel, you're asleep.
Sleeping.
Sleeping. Just sleeping. All right. It's at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we're just gonna roll initiative.
Flint knows legally down the line it's gonna be a lot easier if we can say we didn't fire first.
That's exact. You know what? You're the man. You already know. All right. So everybody, select your tokens and just roll initiative. Was that a critical success, Monsieur? Holy shit!
It was.
That is
looks like it was 2.
What the fuck? Man, fuck y'all. This is some bullshit.
Too bad you have to wait until they fire first.
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything first anyway.
The enemy rocking a sweet, sweet 8. Fucking great. Daniel, roll initiative just for the sake of having a place initiative counter, but like.
I will wake up if it gets real bad.
It's
I
going
feel like
to
I'm
in a minute.
awake. I'm awake. My eyes are closed, and I'm trying to just ignore it because my head fucking hurts.
You're just like, shut up, and you're just like rolling in their fucking thing.
I mean, I've got a hole in my face.
Yeah. Alright, so Flint, you're holding your fire, but like you have the draw on them, and then some.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, you were ready and then some, but you're both holding fire, aren't you?
Can you like take an aim action or something?
No.
Give you.
I mean, unless you have something like that. I mean, that's one thing.
I mean,
Well, I have
it's a
steady
Warhammer
aim.
thing.
That's a bonus action, so like I can do that anyway.
Yeah. Because like I know in Warhammer, like you can do a full round aim, and it.
Yeah, we don't have. We don't do that here. Unless you guys want to do that here.
No.
I can consider it.
I mean.
Gets to Marshall. Marshall, do you shoot or do you just wait for the fighting to begin?
Yeah, I mean, I would just be holding. If we're talking initiative order here, I'd just be holding the action until after they
And then
fire.
Marshall?
Ready my action for when they shoot. I shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. Daniel, no, he's just asleep. It gets to the enemy's turn. You don't shoot.
Dan would get his gun ready, like just his gun
Groggily.
underneath Peanut.
Like, Peanut, move, and just getting the gun out.
Peanut, go protect that douchebag.
Peanut doesn't understand commands yet. He just kind of sticks with you. You haven't really trained him to do that. You can tell him to stay. You can tell him to go over there, but he's not gonna like know to protect him.
Alright, can I tell him to go over there then?
Yeah, of course. Well, you haven't spent a whole lot of time with Peanut. In fact, half the time we forget he exists.
Unless he's like gonna die.
Yeah.
Wait,
In which case, I literally have to think like.
Don't hit me with fire.
Baby on board, but baby in beard.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna see something real quick.
Have the sticker on my backpack.
Nope, game on! Okay, so the droids are going to shoot. Now, because you all held fire, you're gonna get your turns after this, mainly because, it's the end of the fucking initiative, so that's fine. But because you all held your ground, I'm gonna give you advantage on the following. Because they're about to launch rockets into the house. So, we'll get to that. Alright. Each of them are going to use a rocket.
Gosh, why am I right next to the fucking wall? I could have picked a bed in the middle of the room.
So 2 rockets are going to go here. Don't pay any mind to the attack. It's not attack, it's a save. I guess it's just Flint and Marshall. Flint and Marshall have advantage on the following, so go ahead and make an advantage dex save.
Alright, on a dex save.
Why isn't it? Where does it not say? Nah, whatever. Fuck it. I was rushed making these things. Give me a break.
No, I wasn't giving you shit. I was repeating what you were saying.
Oh, I thought you were saying... I know. I actually just noticed that it doesn't say dex save. It just says save. I was like, oh shit. Right. So Marshall, you do not pass.
They're smart missiles.
What?
Make an intelligence save.
So what? Do dumb missiles like hit you if you have a lower intelligence score?
That's
what they're tracking.
Yeah. Anti-save. Yeah, the higher the save, the more they seek you out.
Yeah.
If they're the intelligence ones. Flint, you do pass, so you're going to take half of the following damage. So, Marshall, you get hit with 4d6.
No, it wouldn't.
Marshall, you take 16 damage.
For dumb ones, they would make the intelligence saving throw.
Oh, right. So Marshall, you get 16. Flint, you get hit with go fuck yourself. You have 4, I guess. That's not necessarily an attack. I don't care. It's fine. I don't give a shit. So that one lobbed his rocket. This one is going to fire his rocket at Mark and at Stevens. So Mark, give me a dex save. You sack of shit! That's not allowed! You're not...
This is just crit mania today.
Well, I've literally rolled like 2s and 3s the entire rest of everything else I've done.
Alright, well, Stevens is gonna roll now. Get ready for this. Get ready for this fucking critical success or some shit. Now I got a 10. Since you crit, Mark, did you want to save Stevens too?
Yes. I'd like to grab him. I see like the missiles coming and try to pull him out of the way.
You're fine. You're fine.
Can I clear something up? Does Steven have an S at the end of his name?
Yeah, Stevens.
And it's his first name?
No, it's his last name. You don't know his fucking first name.
Oh.
Oh.
That is not what it is on the website.
That is not what.
I've noticed. I just didn't correct you because I assume that's what you said. This is what your player's knowledge is. So it's never come up.
He's a. I mean, he's a member of the company. We have his name. Like,
Oh, like his bank info.
Yeah.
It's like,
His bank info is under the alias of Stevens.
it's Steven Stevenson. We have him as on the website.
Yeah.
You know what? That's fair enough. He actually has a first name, and there's a reason he hasn't told you because it's stupid.
Like Gertrude or something.
You don't know.
There you go.
So 2 of them launched their rockets. The other 2 are going to launch their rockets. So Flint and Marshall, you're still gonna have advantage just because you went the whole round and there's many crits in the air. So go ahead, roll advantage on deck saves, Marshall and Flint, one more time. By the way, each of these droids look like they have 1 rocket each. So they're not gonna do this again, just so you're aware. Flint, you pass. Marshall, that's unfortunately not a pass. Take about 14 points of damage.
My shield broke.
Shield broke? Okay.
Yep.
And then that happens, another rocket goes flying towards Stevens and Mark, so go ahead and give me your deck saves.
With advantage.
With advantage, Mark. Let's just roll it again. So 13's not going to pass. Stevens pass. So he's going to take half. You're going to take the full. Take 16. He takes 8. It is so they'll launch their rockets, and that's their turn. Flint, it is your move.
Alright, Flint's gonna load up his pistol,
Mm-hmm.
put it against the window, and aim for, let's say, this one right here.
Okay, go ahead and shoot.
And do we have advantage on this one, or no?
No, you don't have advantage on hitting him now.
Okay, well, I'll use steady aim.
All right, give yourself the advantage.
Yeah, exactly. And then, pistol sneak.
Yeah, that hits. You whack that motherfucker with an 18. You see a shield break. As he gets hard, you see, as soon as the shield breaks, you see that, like, these boosters activate, and then so he's going to...
Always moving in any directions as a free reaction. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like when the shields break, like a countermeasure's happen, he just bids a hasty retreat. You see him run into the alleyway, running away. That was your first attack. Do you have a second attack, or is that it?
I do have a second attack. But, let's say Flint was like, because he used steady aim, so like he had it like locked on, and then he goes to shoot, and then the thing like disappears, and then he was going to fire again, but then it disappears, so then that could just be the end of his turn.
Okay. Mark, it is your move. What would you like to do? There is a drone right here, and there are 2 drones over here.
Yeah, so Mark is going to say, providing assistance, and he's going to raise his hand, and like 5 little bolts or a couple of like laser beams basically are going to shoot out at all the bots, and it's casting Word of Radiance at them, so they need to make a Constitution save.
You might... Word of... I think Word of Radiance does not have... does what you think it does.
Can you put it in the chat?
Don't know how.
Go to the spells. And
I don't think he set it up that way.
Yeah.
The range is 5 feet.
Oh, it is 5 feet. That's my bad.
Word of Radiance is like an AoE around yourself.
Yeah, that makes sense. Then I'm just gonna cast Sacred Flame at one of them. So deck save.
Okay. You're gonna do it. Just which one? Just remember, if you have your mouse out, yeah, there you go.
That guy.
He makes a deck save, right?
Mhm.
He passes. He takes none.
Cool.
I think he passes.
Yeah, with a 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that is your turn, correct?
Yep.
Alright. Marshall, it is your move. You are propped up against the wall. You are ready to rock, I imagine. What would you like to do?
Yeah, so I'm gonna shoot this one.
Alright, go ahead and give me a shot.
This shot doesn't have advantage, right?
No.
Okay.
Holding your action gave you advantage on those dex saves. 14. Unfortunately, that does not hit. You still have your inspiration dice because you start off with 1 per game. Here we go. That hits. Yeah, you deal a rockin' 16 damage to the fucker. His shield breaks.
Bonus action, reload, action surge, shoot it again.
Okay, unfortunately, because it breaks, it is going to use... Oh, not that one. Shield Chef as its reaction, and it's going to retreat into the alleyway. But yeah, you can shoot that one.
Alright.
Action surge, shoot it again.
Yeah, so he just, like, pulls the bullet that he was keeping, like, on his bandolier out, and shoots another shot, missing.
Not horribly. You almost hit him, but unfortunately that's not quite. Yeah, so...
0 point.
18.
You do? Oh, shit, there you go. Yeah, you hit. That is another 16 damage. Damn, you rolled max damage on the dice twice. I thought you fucked up your macro, but no. Jesus. Alright. Fuck. Alright.
These are big boy bullets.
Yeah, they're big boy bullets. You shoot this one, its shield breaks. This one is going to use Shield Chef, and it's going to retreat the alleyway. Daniel?
Dan's gonna get out of bed and walk over here. And then just kind of slump against the wall.
It's helpful as always. Alright. It's now the enemy's turn. This one is going to fly a bit over here. He's going to take...
I have a question after the fact, sorry.
What's up?
If I use tripping attack on a flying enemy, do they fall?
Does tripping attack require you to make a melee attack against them, or can it be used with ranged?
They can be used as with an attack.
Just as attack, huh?
Yeah.
Throw it in the chat and let me take a look at it and see exactly what it says, and I'll make my ruling depending on what it says. That would be kind of funny though, like you just knock things out of the sky because of it. With a weapon attack, knock the target down. Large or smaller. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that would work. You would knock it down.
Cool.
Right, so this droid flies right here. It's going to use its rifle mount. It's going to start shooting into the building. Its target is going to be Stevens.
Did Stevens not go?
Stevens does not have a counter in the initiative for some fucking reason. Good job, me. He's going to be after the enemy. So he shoots. That is going to hit him, dealing 1 damage to Steven. Boop. Goes now Steven's turn. Steven is going to repay the favor. He's going to shoot him. Unfortunately, he misses. It is now Flint's turn. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry, not Flint's turn yet. You all hear the sound of that big thing flying around somewhere in the night ahead of you. And then you see these, like, light blue flashes from behind the buildings. Mainly over here. And then you see it over here as well. You then see the droids start flying out again. These two are out of range, but this one it uses its movement, so now it's going to use its rifle mount. It's going to shoot Marshall. Bear in mind, the people behind here, by the way, you're all benefiting from half cover, so you have +2 to all your armor classes. Just so you're clear. This one's going to shoot. That misses, I do believe. Right, Marshall? 12? Yeah, 12 misses.
Yeah.
Alright. I want to point out that, Flint, make a perception check, if you'd be so kind. With a 13, you notice that there's a shimmering field around the droids you just domed. You think their shields are back up.
Fun.
Yep. It is your turn now, Flint. What would you like to do?
Okay. Bang bang.
Alright, who you want to shoot?
I'll shoot this one closest.
Alright, go for it.
Shoot normal damage.
25.
No, I don't need to. I misread it. Never mind. That's it.
12. You break his shield and do some damage to its outer hull. It being a construct and not exactly something of flesh, you think you did a little less damage to it, but it is hurt. That's your turn?
Oh, I was gonna shoot again. Is he gonna run away?
No.
Bang
He's
bang.
not.
And then reload.
19?
Bonus
Okay.
action reload. I'm gonna call out to the
Yeah.
bandit boy.
Um,
What are you doing
Did
back there?
you want to see what he was doing?
Yeah.
You notice back there he's looking at the gun, he's trying to figure out how to turn the safety off. Or on at this point. Like he's back there fucking with the gun, like kind of shaking his hands.
Safety's always off.
It is?
Yep.
Oh.
Can I just put
okay.
my hand over the gun and then just be like, why don't you just let me hold on to this?
Okay.
I don't want you to shoot either of our dogs.
Alright, so you take away his pistol.
Flint, he's a
That's the end.
lover, not a fighter.
Mark, it's your
Have that
turn.
back.
And then, can I look at his face? How handsome is he?
He's wearing a helmet, you're not entirely sure.
Does
But
he?
you see your own reflection in it.
It's your own reflection in it, yeah.
Just kidding. He's not even a lover.
You hear him grumble something like, have you known the life of the party?
I highly doubt that.
Yeah, you're right. So it is now Mark's turn. Mark, what would you like to do? You're flagging him. What are you trying to do to him? Can anybody hear me?
I was muted.
Okay.
Sorry. Just another little sacred flame laser cannon. Charge up.
Sacred
You.
flame, laser cannon, yeet. Okay, really? Yeah, sorry, he rolled a 21. I mean,
I'm assisting.
he only has +3.
I'm assisting.
That's what you get for critting on me twice, fuck you. Anyway, I believe that is your turn, correct?
Yeah.
Alright. Marshall, your move. Marshall, if you are talking, we can't hear you because you're muted. 3, 2, 1.
Mordek.
Alright,
Sorry, I was muted. I'm gonna shoot the thing with my pistol.
alright, which one? Alright, go ahead and shoot. Alright. Go ahead and roll the attack roll. Marshall, you did not roll the attack throw, I don't believe. There we go. That is going to hit him. That is 4 damage.
I want to use tripping attack.
Okay. Go ahead and so I have to roll a strength save, or
Yeah, and it adds 4 more damage.
okay. So 8. What's the DC do I have to beat? No, for fuck, doesn't matter. It falls to the ground in a clattering heap. It's just on the ground, like, kind of like on its side, like squirming the gun around, trying to like flag you.
Is it flying into the ground?
No, but it.
Like a firework that was put off wrong?
Bonus action, I'm going to use
No.
Second Wind to heal myself for a D10 plus 3.
Alrighty. Daniel, it is your turn if you wanted to do anything with your turn. That is unfortunate.
Okay, so there's nothing behind us.
As far as you know?
Me. There's
No.
nothing behind me.
Nope.
Like there's no windows or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
The windows are on the sides
This side.
and over here.
Alright. I want to grab the 2 unconscious people and start moving them towards the inner parts of the room.
Like in the middle of the room, or like
Yeah.
at the end of the room?
Yeah, like right here.
Are you using them as sandbags?
No, I just don't want them to get blown up from here. I mean, we'll put them. I'll switch places. I want to put them here, where there, and like Loki can sit on one of them, and Peanut can sit on the other.
Nice. Both sitting on them, and it's going to be your turn. You're going to spend your time moving those fuckers around. All right. Enemy's turn. These droids are going to retake their positions up. They're going to aim at Flint and Marshall respectively. One shoots for Flint. That's not going to hit, is it? Nope. One shoots for Marshall. I don't think that even hits. No, because he has a fucking bonus from cover. Yeah, they just start shooting into the walls around you. This one is going to try to get up. Nope. It's just on the ground, like struggling. Stevens is going to go. Actually, no, this one has to go. To fly over there. It's going to use his mount.
Bom, bom.
Let's just go real quick.
Is it jam?
Great production quality.
Yes, it does jam. So, cards on the table. This attack was going to be in conjunction with those guys from earlier attacking, but because you convinced them the Death's Hand was running around, they actually are not part of the attack. And these droids can't fix each other, so this droid is basically out of the fight. He is going to leave. And return back to the other thing. There's just the 3 droids now, and one of them's on its back, struggling to live. Stevens is going to fire. There you go. There you go.
Oh boy, Stevens.
At max damage too.
Big boy's got heat.
Yeah, actually, that domes this fucker right here. He is done. Stevens just unloads into him, kills that one, and then he's going to spend his bonus action to reload. He kind of looks in his pockets and goes, "This is the last mag I got."
What is he shooting?
Rifle ammo. Flint, it is your turn. There's one incapacitated droid and one that's still pretty okay.
Okay. How's this one looking?
Like a turtle that's been put upside down.
I'll go for this one.
Alrighty, go ahead and shoot. That is going to fucking hit. You break his shields, do another. Okay. Yeah, he's not looking too happy.
Bang bang.
Ah, hell, and that. Boom, that one does too. I'm gonna say combat is over because all of the ones that are attacking are are fucked. As as this one like scrubbing around, I'm assuming one of you just puts a round in it to kill it, or do you want to like take it alive or something?
I don't need it. I wouldn't bother wasting a bullet on it, but if somebody else wants to.
Kill
Grab
me! Grab it for. Oh god.
We might be able to get some intel out of it.
Or it can explode in our faces.
Sounds like something I'd do.
I'll handle it outside.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Marshall kind of slumps against the wall with his 3rd-degree burns all over the front of his body.
Alright, I'll get
Yeah,
out
what
and I'll
health are you
walk
at,
out
Marshall?
and grab all 3.
I'm definitely bloodied.
So Daniel, you start limping out of there.
Mhm.
I'll cover him if he goes out.
Flint would notice that, dare I say, before Daniel. Would you see if something say the size of a small gunship kind of hover over the rooftops? Would you grab Daniel and bring him back in the building?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna say you grab the droid, Daniel, and you get hauled back inside by Flint as this flies overhead.
A drone?
It does not look piloted, so yes. As it flies overhead, you notice that these two get pulled towards it. You're holding on to that one, so you kind of just have it in your hand. And you do notice though, like this was sort of magnetic pull towards it, but you're able to hold on to it. You then see a hatch open up beneath this one, and a small Gatling gun popped from beneath it. It begins to back up and retreat, but as it does so, it just kind of sprays the whole fucking building. Only Mark, Marshall, and Flint need to make the deck save, and you do have advantage on this because you're behind cover and all that stuff. And it's not really aiming; it's just kind of covering itself. No, you don't. You're kind of safe.
Okay.
So Mark, I don't know. Yeah. Unfortunately, Mark, that is not going to succeed. So that's 17 damage for failures. So Mark, you're going to be taking 17 damage. Flint, go ahead and make your roll. Or did you already do that?
I already did 27.
If I
You
didn't
pass.
second wind, I would be unconscious.
Oh,
I go down, by the way.
yeah, you see Mark just takes all of the strength. The masseuse down!
And Marshall, the fishman, just fucking tanks it.
Marshall Fishman. Mark just goes down. You see him sparking all over the goddamn place.
I pull out my tools, and can I pump a cure wounds / mending into Mark?
Mark can benefit from stim packs, just so we're clear.
Can I pump a cure wounds / mending onto Mark?
You can pump just a normal cure wounds, but you can also pump mending on it for flavor if you'd like.
Yes, that's what
Okay. Go for it. Go ahead. Give him that sweet D8.
Alright, you're up.
Alright, Mark, you are back up. Your system restarts. The last thing you saw before everything went dark was a hail of bullets aiming at your face. The droid kind of flies away into the night. You see it like re-engage its stealth, and you are left alone, droid in hand. We're gonna cut it here for the night, but in the morning, however, one of those off-road vehicles, the Warthogs that I mentioned, shows up, and they pick up good old Zach. He hands out the $5,000 to you, and he thanks you for your help. He says he owes you one if you ever need him or any assistance in the future, as much as he could possibly give you.
Are you in a company?
1 HP left. He kind of goes, sort of. He gives you personal contact information, so you have his number, and then he is going to hop in his Jeep with his friends, and he is going to go.
That
What's
dude
his
was
actual
hella
name?
shady.
What's up?
What was his actual name again?
Zach was what he told you.
Yeah, Zach.
Well, what did they say his name was?
They said Zach as well.
Is it? Do we have his personal number or the number of like a group he's with?
You think it's a personal number?
Okay.
Yeah. So that will be it from that. You walk away. You have that weapon drone. It's severely damaged, but it's not
Can I power it
absolutely
off
destroyed.
and, like, try to look for a GPS chip or something like that they could track it with?
Are you gonna try and? So here's the question: did you want to try and disassemble it, or just try and take it?
Like, it has a gun and the rocket's gone, right? The missile's gone, right?
Yeah, the rocket is gone.
Is there a way I can like disassemble the gun from it and the motors, like, so that it won't shoot or run away?
Its motors are already kind of fucked, but sure. Go ahead and roll me an engineering check to see how well you can do this.
Disable, not disassemble. Disable it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You just want to make it so it can't run away or do some bad shit to you.
Yeah, so
go
that
ahead
I
and
can fuck with it because I'm still needed to get my 8 hours in.
Yeah, go ahead and give me just an engineering check.
12.5.
I need to drop, by the way.
Alright.
I know. See you, man.
I got guys. Peace.
Yeah. There's New World is tomorrow, but I know Mark can't make it, and but however, Drem will be able to show up tomorrow if so. That's what the wife said. So yeah. That's with a 12.5, you're able to disable the gun, so it can't do anything. So you just have the droid itself, and then I'm assuming you'll take a rest. And then when you wake up, you'll actually want to work on this, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. We'll do that when the time comes. Other than that, good shit. I'm kind of disappointed. I had this whole fucking thing planned where it's like there was gonna be like 4 armed guys trying to get inside the building from the other side, but no. Good shit on convincing them that the Death's Hand were still fucking about.
Yeah,
Quick
good
thing.
call. That was a really good call.
Yeah, no. Nice, smooth